You got the touch. You got the power. Ah, son of... Why can't I ever stay there? Oh. At least it landed right. What did... where the hell's my seat? Let me go. Owie. Make sure I'm not bleeding. Dent right there. Oh, hold on. Knock down the Blu-ray. Ow! My arm. Son of a bitch. Hold on. I'm trying to move this. Okay. Alright. This is a review, don't worry. Just give me a minute. Okay. Alright. Welcome to a very painful Flashback Friday. In more ways than one. But today, where we take a look at an 80s movie, give it a review. Today, we're taking a look at the 1986 film, Transformers the Movie, as well as making a start in my Transformers review series. I'm out of breath. Alright. Just give me a minute, please. I'm not bleeding or anything. It just hurts like hell, man. Dent in my arm. It's right there. You see it? Don't try this at home, kiddies. Break. Hurts. Hurts like hell. I wouldn't break anything. Alright, so Transformers the movie. Okay, as I usually do, a little history with me. I grew up not with this Transformers, but with... I forgot to grab the... Here's the cover thing, so shoot it. This Transformers, Beast Wars. This was my Transformers. Beast Wars, Fox Kids, that's what I used to watch. This, not so much. Actually, I didn't even realize anything about this. I mean, I know they mentioned it a few times on Beast Wars and stuff, but for me, Beast Wars was the first one I really got into. And then they had the Transformers Robots in Disguise on Fox Kids after this, which was sort of a reboot of these Transformers with different characters. Even much so that when they started the movies, I thought Bumblebee was Hotshot, which was what the sort of, you know, hot car in the new version was, Hotshot. And then this, you know, I got a hold of this. I rented it from a family video one time, and I watched it at my grandma's house. I was older, but I was even in my 20s. I think I was in my 20s, maybe my late teens. I don't know, probably my 20s before I moved out here. I think. I just remember putting this in, and instantly getting pissed. Because I was just starting to get into the older stuff. I have season 1 of the original Transformers, which I watched classic cartoon. But, I haven't watched this in about 10 years. 10 years. 2010 was the last time I watched this movie. I bought this at a family video, actually, which is weird. Steelbook. And I hadn't watched it because I knew I wouldn't like what I watched. But now, I needed the Flashback Friday. I was going to do this last week, and I didn't do it because I decided to do a different movie. So, it was that. But also, I wasn't ready to watch this again. 10 years. Still not ready to watch it. And even after 10 years. So before I begin, actually, with this whole, I have a Transformer here. This is Blur. He was from Transformers Armada, which is a series that followed Transformers Robots in Disguise. And you can there is a Blur on here, but he fucking on cocaine or something. Hey, how do you, let's go. I'm like, I get it. He's fast. His name is Blur. You don't have to make him a coke addict. I mean, come on. Transform you, and then we'll sit you up here next to the DVD, the Blu-ray, whatever you. Yeah, music. You got the touch. Thing's old. It's back when the Transformers Armada toys were out. Old. There you go. There's Blur. That's what it looks like. He was a cool one on there. So let's really talk about this movie. Let's look at this from the point of view of a, let's say, 8 to 10-year-old child. Normal viewership audience for this kind of show. And you find out, child from 1986, you find out there's going to be a Transformers movie coming to the theaters, and you're tugging on your mom, Mommy, I want to go see it, Mommy, I want to go see it, and your mom finally gives in, said, hey, okay, let's go, maybe you'll shut up, and we go see the movie. Well, one, this ain't going to get you to shut up, because you'll be crying for the rest of the night. And you sit there, ready to see your favorite Transformers on the big screen. And for the first, 20-25 minutes, all you see is the death of your favorite Transformers. Yes. This movie starts with the Decepticons invading there's Unicron, which destroys a moon, and then Decepticons invade another moon and kill most of our major characters. Names I don't know, but they're major characters like Ironhide and stuff. They die. And then we go to Earth, and Daniel is fishing with Hot Rod, who we've never met before, but is voiced by Judd Nelson, so it's cool with me. Well, for now, until he fucks up. But, and it really, okay, so then the Decepticons come to Earth and start to take down the rest of the Autobots down there. There's explosions, stuff, and then Optimus joins in, and you get that hook. Optimus comes out, dun, you got the touch, you got the power. I'm like, fuck yeah! And then by the end of it, I'm yelling, no! And this was when I was first watched it. Here, I'm like, I knew it was going to happen, but it happens. Optimus is dead. Well, technically, both Optimus and Megatron kill each other. But Megatron gets taken by gets taken by Unicron and turned into Galvatron. And the rest of the other You know, Decepticons that are left turned into other ones, and then they kill off Starscream, which it's Starscream, so man, you know, yeah, okay, but they kill off a bunch of characters. Why? To sell fucking toys. That's right. They weren't selling enough toys anymore because everyone bought all the toys of the current figures, and they did. And this wasn't the time. At the time, they weren't into remaking figures like they do now. No. They decided, oh, we gotta add new characters like Hot Rod and Ultra Magnus and RC and Galvatron and destroy the other ones so we don't have to make any more toys of them. That was their sell. That was their whole thing about this. And here's why I'm pissed at this movie. Remember I mentioned Hot Rod? It's his fault that Optimus dies. He gets involved. Like, Optimus is, you know, there he's fighting Megatron and Ultra Mag and Hot Rod decides to get involved, and it ends with Optimus' death. And then they have the gall to make him the new leader. Because at the end of the film, he gets the Matrix. Optimus gives it to Ultra Magnus, but apparently Ultra Magnus is a dumb fuck. They can't figure out how to use it, but then Hot Rod figures it out and turns into Rodimus Prime, and he's the new leader of the Autobots by the end of the film. Why would you make the guy accidentally responsible, but still responsible nonetheless, for the death of the leader of the Autobots, the new leader? It's not like Batman 1989, where you have the Joker kill Carl Grissom and take over. No, because those are bad guys. So how do you do this one? Oh, you have him inadvertently kill Optimus and then take over his jet. Come on. Like, the only survivor, really, is of the original Transformers, I think, is Bumblebee. Maybe a couple others, I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with the show itself. I watched some of it. But still. And I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm just going, what were they thinking? I mean, what the fuck were they thinking? Like I said, imagine you're a kid from the 80s, and this is one of your favorite shows, and you're excited to see your favorite Transformers on screen for the very first time. Big theater screen. And what's the first fucking thing they do? They kill off every single one of your heroes so they can sell more fucking toys. And this wasn't the only movie that was going to be affected by this. No. Hasbro was going to do a twofer before this movie stopped them from doing another one. G.I. Joe, the movie, came out in 1987, a year later. It was supposed to come out in 1985, but they weren't done working on it yet. And in that film, they were going to kill the leader of the G.I. Joes, Duke. And they still do. Technically. But here's the thing. The film was pretty much done by the time Transformers came out. And because Transformers the movie came out, and because of the response to them killing off Optimus and the rest of their favorite, almost the rest of their favorite Autobots, they decided not to kill off Duke. They can't do that. That's 2 in a row. They decided they can't do that now. But what do? They just put in a line of dialogue at the end. They don't really alter the movie because it was too close to release. So what do? They dub in a line of dialogue saying, "Duke's gonna be alright!" And he's laying there, dead body, but apparently he was just in a coma and he's gonna be alright. That's their solution, because they didn't want kids crying like they did with Trent with this movie. This movie's Is there anything good I can say about the movie? Yes. The animation and the action sequences are great. The music is kick-ass. In fact, you got the touch. I've listened to that for like a week since I decided to do this. And there's even another song on there, the Dare, whatever, that I also like. The soundtrack on this is kick-ass. But you just, after a while, it's like they didn't have enough songs, so they started on repeat. Because, like, towards the end of the film, they start playing Dare again. Because it starts with, when they come to Earth and there's that fight sequence against the Decepticons, they play Dare. Then when Optimus comes in, they play the Touch. And then they play other music throughout the film, and then when it's time for final battle, they play Dare again. So it's like it restarted. And then they play the Touch at the end of the film. You got the touch. I'm just like, did they run out of tracks to play, so they just got to restart the soundtrack or something? No. But this does kind of introduce other things. You got Eric Idle as some alien guy. It's a PG movie. There's some swearing. Spike says shit, and I think it's Ultra Magnus says damn it, or something like that. With that, he's trying to get the thing to work. Okay, here's my big complaint about this that makes this total bullshit. Optimus is shot like right here, and he has to die. Ultra Magnus gets blown the fuck up into pieces, and they just put him back together, and he's fine. What? You can't fix Optimus from being shot here, but you can fix some dude that's been blown up. How does that make any shred of sense? It doesn't. It's absolute bullshit. And the only reason is because you want an Ultra Magnus to survive and you want Optimus to die so you can tell toys. Anyway, they destroy Unicron with the thingy, but they also introduce villains, which I don't remember the name, even though I looked it up, but I don't remember. These villains that become villains in the next couple seasons. And in the aftermath, eventually, they did bring back Optimus Prime. Because they realized they done fucked up. You don't do that. Even Beast Wars knew you can't kill Primal. He wouldn't die, he would just get upgraded, like, every season. like he would almost be destroyed at the end of season 1 and come back in a new Transmetal form, and then he would almost get destroyed at the end of season 2 and come back as the Optimal Optimus. That's just, they did not kill him. They just kept bringing him back, and there's a shine on the screen. See, they learned their lessons here. But I can't imagine being a kid in the 80s. Technically, I wasn't even born yet. But, I can't imagine being an 8-year-old kid in 1986 and being so happy I got my popcorn and my candy and my soda. And I'm ready to watch. And I'm sitting there and... Mommy! They can't Optimus Prime! That's how it would be. Because that, that's your hero. Not mine, but... But, yeah, just... okay. The movie, taking that out, the movie's not bad. It's just... When you start off by killing all the best characters, and we're left with these other characters that we don't know, haven't been introduced to, we couldn't care less about. It just doesn't work. And I think that's why, people say now it's a cult classic, but even watching it now as an adult, as a grown man, even I can say this movie, it's a product of its time. It's a product to sell products. And it's clear that if they had actually set out to make a Transformers film for the fans, and I hate to say it, but the first Transformers movie was exactly that. The first one. The first Michael Bay one. I know, people are like, hey, wait a minute, Michael Bay is the devil. Okay, fine. I can still stand firm that the first 2 Transformers movies are decent films. Yes, Revenge of the Fallen isn't that good, but I don't hate it. I can binge watch the first 3 Transformers, no problem. It's the other 2 with Marky Mark that I get kind of... Like, Age of Extinction is alright, so they kill off the best character in the film, in T.J. Miller's character. I'm sorry, but no. And then, The Last Night, Unicron is Earth? What? Spoiler alert. I don't... Now, and Bumblebee is generally great, to be honest. But, like, the first Transformers movie, yes, there's a lot of action and stuff, that's what Michael Bay does, but it's really, if you look at it, is a love letter to the fans of the franchise. You Bumblebee, you got your Optimus Prime with the original voice. You got screaming Shia LaBeouf, whatever the name is. Ah! Which he does that in every movie he's in, but I'm just saying. You got, and I'm going to review those eventually. I really don't know what I'm doing next, because, yes, this is the start of the Transformers review series. But I'm also close to being able to rank some Superman movies, because I got to do Superman Doomsday, but then there's some Batman anime movies I want to do that I can incorporate into the Batman ranking. And then I want to do a DC animated film ranking, which means I'm going to have to watch the 2 Justice League Dark movies, and the Suicide Squad animated film, and the Teen Titan ones again that I didn't. It's my movie, my superhero movie. It's all about me, it's all about me. It's my movie, my superhero movie. Best thing about that and Nicolas Cage is finding Superman. I'm just saying. But anyway, okay, I've pussyfooted around this enough. What's my rating for this? Well, putting into this that it is a Transformers film, it has kick-ass music, it has a kick-ass animation. The animation is gorgeous, actually. I watched a widescreen version which fits the entire screen, so I'm glad I didn't put it in the full screen. It could probably be that thing, but fits the entire screen. It's gorgeous animation. Yet there is that whole thing about killing off every single one of our favorite characters at the beginning of this film in the first 20 minutes, just so we can follow characters we don't know. That weighs into it. So I'm going to have to give it a 5. Right in the middle, a 5. Just because, yeah, all those things I said, basically. Because it's just, you end with that Transformers, and the hard rock version of Transformers is actually pretty cool too, or hair metal, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty good, but it just, it leaves that bad taste in your mouth. You're not knowing, hey, yeah, the last 20 minutes was pretty good with the action and the destruction and the fighting, but it wasn't Optimus. Because you got to think, Optimus wasn't the one who killed Unicron. It was Hot Rod, or Rodimus Prime, the man who was accidentally responsible for the death of Optimus Prime. And what's that? Tell the fans, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's a 5 for me. So what are your thoughts on Transformers the movie? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.